Alright, let's jump back in here. Let's go to Window. Let my stream catch up. It is. Okay. Let's smooth this area around this side of the bridge. And we'll continue working our way around. Down and around. See how far we go before we say let's get the textures done. Oh, it's almost time for a new mouse. This is pretty much just a straight shot. It is. This should go relatively quick. Guess we'll stop at, yeah, because I want to change this bridge out anyway. So we'll stop here, and let's take care of this bridge now. This one needs to go. And let's grab this one. Duplicate this one. And let's go. Okay, this is at one of those weird angles. I think it's minus 15 degrees. It is. Alright, let's get this replaced. Something that looks a little bit better. I'll slide you down. Oh crap, that's why I had the other bridge there, because this, well no, we can fix it with the land. Alright, hold on. A little bit of terraforming. Why does the road go straight? I can't put the bridge on the curve. So it needs to start about there, which means I gotta pull this land up a little bit more. What height are we on? Let's go to replace, and let's pull this land up a little bit more. So the bridge is not in the curve. Looks good on that side. We're going to have to pull it in a little bit more on this side. Well, let's see where the bridge lands. Alright, so let's slide this one down. I'll throw a couple more sections in here. Then let's pull this one back down. Yeah, we got to let's bring this land back just a little bit further. Alright, that'll work. Alright, that'll work. Now, let's get, what do we want to go with first? Let's go with, let's fix this mountain right here a little bit. Let's go up on our strength. And we'll pull this up a little bit. Give me the mountain. I'm half tempted to bring this straight down to the road and then just do like a rock cut through it. Let's see what it looks like in game. We may have come back and work on this mountain here a little bit. Let's get the grass in first. Alright, let's go rough dirt, back to grass, much smaller circle because we're also going to have to fix the mountain a little bit. Let's get the grass in first, we'll come back and fix the mountain color. You're going to be right about there. We'll bring the mountain color back down to the grass. Road. Now we should be good. I almost came in and played on the valley map for a little bit. Yeah, don't worry about those little squares. They're for the delivery missions. We still have to move those. I'm gonna have to fix the, I'm gonna have to fix the land in a few more spots, so the road's not sticking up. Come on. My clicker don't want to work today. My clickers wore out. This is map number 7. Farm Chick, good afternoon. I almost went and laid down for a while. Last night was one of those nights. I fell asleep at 10. Woke up at 11:30. I fell back to sleep, woke up at 1:30, and I was up since 1:30 this morning. So I almost said the heck with it. Just crawled in bed. Then I'd be laying in bed going, feeling guilty that nothing's getting done. Alright, let's get our mountain face, well, cliff back in. And there's a couple more spots on the ground I think we're going to have to come back and fix. Or along the road we're going to have to come in and fix. Do I want to go that high? Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's bring... Oh, that's right. This is that other mountain color. We were using two different mountain colors. Did I want sandstone? Yeah, I wanted sandstone. So I actually think this whole mountain has to get retextured in sandstone. Well, I can do that off camera. I can come back and retexture that mountain. Yeah, it definitely needs to be changed to the sandstone. So the whole mountain's got to get retextured. This mountain over, yeah, so this whole mountain has to get retextured. Well, I thought Mining Mountain was going to get done today. Apparently not. Yeah, definitely wrong color. That's the old island color. It's not much of a difference. Back that out. We'll see how it looks two-toned when we go in game. I think it's so close when you're in game you can't even tell the difference. What's the top of the mountain? This color or the other color? I swore I started repainting this mountain. No, it's the wrong. The entire mountain's the wrong freaking color. Oh, that'll be... What color is this mountain? Am I using the wrong color? No, this one has to get retextured as well, so this one's still the old color. Is the new part of the mountain the right color or the wrong color? Am I using the wrong color all the way around? I am using the wrong color all the way around. Crap. Oh, man. It's not sandy stone. What am we using? Dusty rock. Crap. It is the dusty rock. Where did I just paint over here? I gotta go back and redo this mountain in dusty rock now. Over here. Alright, so we gotta change the mountain back to dusty rock. which means I got to change the cliff over to Dusty Rock, like all the way around. Yeah, I should have crawled in bed instead of came in here and started working on the map. This is shit that happens when I'm half asleep. Like I said, it's so close in color. By the time we get in game, you're not even going to notice it. Let's paint our way back. Actually, no, the lighting's different. Let's start back here and work our way back around. Yeah, this is the kind of shit I do when I'm half asleep. Because I know it was changing the entire mountain. I swear I repainted this entire mountain once already. So let's come back over here and let's grab the correct color this time. And let's hit the mountain up first. I'm going to have to go back and do the entire cliff face again. This is the kind of stuff I do when I can't sleep and I'm working on the map at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll wake up, I'll lay back down and get a couple hours of sleep. I'll wake up my normal time about 7 and go, what the heck did I do? That's all wrong. And I hate doing double work. Should have checked it before I spent 5 minutes painting. So I think the mountain's fixed. It is. Now the shore is going to be wrong all the way around because I used the wrong color. Oh, missed a spot here. Let's go check out what I did over here. Yeah, you're the wrong color all the way around. Let's come over here. Mountain's the right color. Start back over here. We'll just put this back in real quick. Yeah, I still got stuff floating. That's the stuff that we have to put back in. Let's try this again. Yeah, that's the right color this time. If I didn't notice that, we went in game, we probably wouldn't even have noticed it. Almost got my mistake fixed. May have to come back and fix some of the grass here and there. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back. Almost back to the bridge. There we go. Back to the correct color. Now let me grab the grass color again and clean up my edges. Alright. We might as well paint the grass and on our way back. And the lighting's going to be terrible. I'm going to have to paint the grass from the other direction. Like Groundhog's Day, I felt like I've done this once already. Yeah, I want to fix, let's fix that wrong one. Let's fix the dirt right here so the road's not sticking up. So we're going to have to push this road, or this levee out a little bit further. Oh no, we're good. You just have to raise the dirt there a little bit. I can live with that. That'll work. Just push that back. have going on there? Piece of high dirt. Alright. Let's get this grass done. I'm going to have to paint it in from this direction. Now let's give this a quick save. I was to say, couldn't have been done saving that quick. Back to grass. We'll do the mountain side first. Don't come back out. We'll do the water side. I swear I'm clicking stuff 3 times today before it takes it. Now can I go this way? I can. Unfortunately, we're going to be doing a lot of this because I had to remove the grass from the entire map when I first started changing all the terrain heights. So we're going to have a ton of grass to paint. Let me go back to subtract. Sassy one, good afternoon. Thanks for stopping back in. This side of the mountain should go fairly quick because the roads, there's not a lot of room. It's pretty skinny on both sides of the road until we get all the way around this mountain. So it should go, now that I know what color I'm using, a lot quicker. still have to come back through here again with the bushy bits. And probably got too much grass on the road in some spots, but that's alright, it's a mountain road. I don't know if we'll be actually building anything new today, so I want to get this done, and then I want to we're going to go back to what used to be Animal Island on the Islands map. We've pretty much kept identical on this map, but it was full of, it had the old textures and it had all palm trees, so I had to remove. I don't think it's been retextured, but I had to remove all the trees. So we have to go back up and retexture around all the animal pens and put all the trees back. I don't know how much grass we have to paint up there until we go back over and look at it. That's where we're headed when this is done. Let's get the water side done all the way around. This actually puts us about halfway around this mountain. That's right, I had to go this direction first so I can see. I'm not sure what the plans are for tomorrow yet. If I get my butt up early, usually if I don't sleep, like last night I only got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, so tonight I should get like 8 hours. But I'm going to have to force myself to get up early so I can get 2 YouTube videos done. So I could take Thanksgiving weekend off. So I'll be taking that Thursday, Friday, well probably Wednesday to help her cook. So I'll probably be taking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Which means I got to get at least 3 more YouTube videos done on top of my daily video. I think I can go this way now. See if I can see to paint this in. Yeah, busy. Which is going to take time away from... because 22 drops on the 22nd, Tuesday. So I'm only going to have like Tuesday and Tuesday night, Wednesday morning to really look at the files before I help her start. I don't know how much help she's going to need on Thursday. Thursday is when she does all of her baking. Or Wednesday. She'll do all of her baking. I usually do all the washing while she's making the mess. But I think she's going to do 3 pumpkin pies, 3 apple pies. On next Wednesday. Which is going to be horrible because 22 comes out on Tuesday, I think. And I really want to get in there and start looking at the map files. And then my daughter should come up sometime Wednesday night from Texas. Should be like next week's just going to be one big blur with everything that's going on. Come on. I'm tired of clicking on this thing 3 times. Alright. That's the yucky job. Let's do another quick save. Yeah, she'll make the mess, I'll clean the mess. A lot of times she'll just throw me out of the kitchen and say, leave me alone. I'm hoping that's the case. Let this save. We'll put the bushy bits along the mountain, and we're not going to have room for a lot of trees through here, so this is pretty much going to stay open. Alright, let's work the bushy bits along the mountain next. So let's go from grass to forest grass. And let's get this along there, and we'll get some I guess along the edge of the bridge works. I never did make it to the drugstore. Ended up eating lunch, and then Little House on the Prairie was on TV, so I ended up getting caught up in that episode. So I just sat there for an hour and did absolutely nothing. That's what I do here when I'm in the kitchen. Yeah, I can get into the older shows more than I can the newer shows. Like if Little House on the Prairie's on, and if the Waltons are on, I'll end up watching them. I was watching some older, older. They're all older now. I was watching the reruns of ER the other day. Going, I don't I watched probably every episode when it was on TV, and I'm going, I don't remember any of this. But I guess it's been too many years that I want to recall since that show was on. Well, I know I won't have to help her with dinner today because last Wednesday when Survivor was on, we had we had the really bad weather that night. So the local news preempted or came in and cut into Survivor with the tornado weather and the storm runners and chasers. So they didn't air any of Survivor last Wednesday. So I know she's going to watch Survivor on her phone, last week's episode, while she's cooking dinner tonight, before the new episode comes on tonight. So she didn't even want me in the kitchen tonight. Alright, we're just going to continue with, this birch tree works. So let's grab some birch trees and put a few in here and there where we can fit them. Let's grab, like, maybe, let's throw one there. Do I want, no, we're not going to be able to fit a lot of pine trees along the mountain. Let's throw a couple birch trees in. So I'm not going to be able to get any trees in along the mountain on this side. Let's toss a few of these in here and there. it looks too sparse when we get in game, we can put some more bushy bits and stuff in. Can we get maybe one or two on this side? Possibly. Now, is that one too close to the road? Not if we pull it back a little bit. Let's just throw one back here. And we'll get actually over here, I'm going to throw... Nah, now we'll just go with the same one. Let's just grab this guy real quick. And we'll throw two in on this side. We'll throw one in this side. That's about, I think that's all we're going to be able to get along here in the way of trees. 1018, good afternoon. Thanks for stopping back in. Just come over here by the hotel and we'll see what it looks like on street level. And then we'll continue working our way around. I don't know if I'm going to like the mountain not having trees against it, but... So we're driving through here. Get just somewhat of an idea what it's going to look like. No, because I like how it looks like it's nice and open. So we'll be able to see the boats going through. When you're driving through here. Okay, so that gets us up to the bridge where we left off. Alright, so now we're going to finish the other side. So let's work our way from this bridge down to the next bridge. And do I have to fix the road any? Yeah, let's pull the land up. Am I on? Let's go back to replace. Let's pull the land up over here a little bit. Fix the road. And then, if we got to fix anything else till we get to this bridge, I don't. I do have to smooth the edges though. So let's get the edges smooth. Yeah, we got to smooth the edges. So what strength? Oh, we're perfect. All right, let's smooth this down. So we cut the water in pretty rough. It's actually widened this canal so you can, we're going to probably go a little bit wider on the other side, but I widened this out so we can get, in multiplayer you can get a couple ferries through here at the same time. Yeah, we'll just go down to this bridge. Alright. So let's grab our, what color we're on? Are we on our grass color or are we on mountain color? We are on the grass color. Now, can I get a little bit of grass on that side of the road? I'm going to force a little bit of grass in on that side of the road. I don't like how the mountain touches the road. I want to at least get some bushy bits and stuff through there. Yeah, now that's going to be a little bit better. Be able to get a couple trees in there. And then let's get our cliff color back in. Let's make sure I get the right color this time. What are we using? The sandy stone or the dusty rock? We're using the dusty rock. Let's get our cliff face in. Down to this other bridge. Let me back that out because I went up a little bit too high. So that looks better. We all the way around. We are all the way around to the entrance into the mine. Alright. So let's get the, actually let me go up just a little bit higher on this end. Right there. Alright. Now let's get the grass in. So back to grass. And let's get this in here. Of course, I'm going to have a hard time seeing it with the shadows. Can I see it better this way a little bit? Not much better, but a little bit better. Can we see it? Let me come over this way and see if I can see the grass a little bit better, painting it back in this direction. I'm having a hard time seeing with these shadows. Yeah, I can see it a little bit better in this direction. Back to subtract. Get the grass off the bridge. Yeah, I apologize for the shadows. I know you can't. If I can't see, you can't see. I'm going to get the water side first. I'll come back and do the mountain side. I can't make the mountain invisible. Definitely see better coming in this direction. Let's get the mountain side done. This is where I end up with grass on the road because it's just hard to see putting it in. And you don't see it until you get back in game. Because of the shadows. So you just hope for the best. Yeah, we're definitely halfway around the mountain. I'm hoping when we get to the other side, parts of it are already done, because I left like Freddy's firewood in. So, like that part of the map should be done. Let's come down here, and let's go back to our bushy bits. So let's go back to forest grass. And definitely go smaller. And get off the bridge. This should look pretty cool when we get back in game and start driving through here. Again, it's going to be hard to see these in the shadows. See what it looks like in game. Let's just bring it around. Now we got to get it out of the bridge. Let me push these out a little bit further this way. And let's get a few on this side. Alright, now we just need a few trees. I think I'm going to bring... Let's bring the little bit bigger tree over. Let's bring the maple tree over. On this side. It's a little bit bigger. I don't have a lot of room for... I only have room for a couple of trees. So let's put the bigger one in. So we'll throw one in here. Throw one over here. And then we'll throw two over here. That's about all we're going to be able to do with trees along this stretch. Now all we have to do, let's get this section, a nice short shoot here between these two bridges. Let's do another quick save. Nice short section. This should go pretty quick. And then somewhere over here, when we come out of this mountain, I have to put another port in for the two ferries and a fishing boat. But it's going to be on the other side of the river. So somewhere down here, we're going to have to cut in another port somewhere. Alright, let's grab... What color are we on? Let's go back to grass. And we'll get the grass in along the mountain first. Actually, I can pull... Hold on, I'm going to pull this back a little bit further. Alright, our land height under the water, let me just change a couple things. So let's go back to replace. Land height under the water is 83.25. Let's pull Let me go up on my strength. And let's pull this back a little bit. Since we have a longer bridge here. Can I go just a little bit more? I can. Now how much further into the mountain should we go? Yeah, I want to clean this mountain edge up a little bit. It's like we cut into the mountain with the water. Yeah, something like that. And now let's take our strength back down. And then we can give this a quick smooth on the way back. And we can blend it in a little bit better here. Yeah, that's much better. And then how are we along here? That's already been smoothed out. Oh, wrong button. So that's been smoothed out all the way back. Okay, we just have to fix a little bit more grass over here. Down to here. Alright. And let's get our things back to sandy stone. Dusty rock? Crap, I can never remember dusty rock. Let's get that along here. And then going into our, and I'm just going to give this another quick smooth over here. Just take some of those lumps out. Alright, so grass in this little section. Back to grass. And I can actually see putting it in this time. So let's get some on this side. Oh, I've got to go back to subtract. To get it off the mountain. Let me move my camera over a little bit so I can see. I like these nice small areas. I don't like working on those really big areas at one time. Let's get grass. This side, alright. A little bit of bushy bits. So back to forest grass. And let's get that along here. Now we'll get some along the bridge. try and get the grass out of the bridge. Throw some on that side, and then what do we have room for over here? Probably the birch tree is a little bit smaller, so let's grab the birch tree. Yeah, we'll throw a couple birch trees over here. Let's throw like maybe 2 there. Right, that'll work. That's all I can do in that section. And then we come across the bridge. And then I'm going to have, we're going to have a little bit, we got a lot of smoothing to do on this side. And then over here, we may have to move the land a little bit. But somewhere in here, I want to get a second worm factory in. So let's work our way down to that corner. And I don't have to do too much work here. We just got to smooth this out a little bit. Without cutting into the road. I'm going to have to pull that land out a little bit further so I can smooth it out a little bit better. So let's go back to replace, and let's bring this land out a little bit further. And then I can probably smooth it a little bit easier. I can. Alright, it's not going to cut into the road. Oh, come on. Hang on, y'all. I'm going to take my mouse batteries out, flip them around, and stick them back in. I'm tired of clicking stuff 2 and 3 times today. Let's see if that helps. If not, I'm going to run out tomorrow and get new batteries. Let's see if that's any better. So I click to turn it on, or I click to turn it off, and it just doesn't take. Yeah, we're going to work down to this bridge. And then we'll figure out, we may have to pull this land out a little bit further to put another worm factory in there. But let's get, okay, let me get out of the shadow. Let's go back to our grass color. And let's cut our grass in along the mountain. And then we'll paint our dusty rock back in, or whatever color we're using. Sandy stone, dusty rock. I can't keep them straight. We'll figure it out when we need it. I'm still clicking twice. Yeah, so this mountain pretty much runs right out to the road over here. How does that look? Not too bad. I want a little bit more grass along here. We can push that mountain back a little bit further. Yeah, that's much better. Now let's figure out our dusty rock, sandstone, whatever the heck color we're using. Which one is it? Is it the dusty rock? It is the dusty rock. So let's get the dusty rock in along here. And then we'll get some grass in back. Oh, well, let's pull this mountain down a little bit further over here. That's better. Let's get the grass in over to that other bridge. And then we'll figure out where we want to get another earthworm factory in. So grass. So I like to keep them both near the mountain, if I can. And we'll put a third one in somewhere else, like across the map. Maybe over by the, well, once we figure out where the boathouse is going. I think the boathouse is going to go pretty much close to where it is now, near Animal Island, so back in there. And I think we'll put another earthworm factory back by the boathouse when we build the boathouse in. Bigger on this side, skinnier on the other side. Let's take the size down. I'm going to end here on the water side. Let's finish the grass on the mountain side. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... We'll see how big that earthworm factory is. We're going to duplicate it and just pull it over. Let's get this side finished first. I don't mind pushing the water out, or the land out a little bit further on this side. We can add more land on this side, and we could take more away on that side. Since we don't have that side of the river done yet. Let me get this ground. Okay, we got a little bit of work to do here. What are we on? Replace. Let's go to subtract. Get rid of that. And then I got to give this a bit of a smooth right here. Let's get rid of that hump. Now, where can we put? No, it's going to have to try. I'm going to try and squeeze it in here. Let's just get the area done up to this telephone pole. Let's go back to grass. And we'll work our way, yeah, just to here. Are we not? Yeah, we are. Oh, right here. And then let's go to bushy bits. Along the mountain. Quick peek at chat. I ignore chat when I do a lot of painting. And we're in the shadows, but I can't see this anyway. So we're just going to hope for the best. And then let's throw just a couple weeds like right here. Alright, that'll work. I'm not going to put trees in here yet. Let's do... yeah, we're going to have to do some terraforming. Let's do a quick save. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do some terraforming. Unless I put the Wonder Worm factory on the other side of the bridge. Let's take a look. Let's see how big it is when we drag it over here. Just waiting for the save. Okay. Let's close places, close trees a minute. Let's open up Global Company. Let's find Wonder Worm 1. And I'm going to duplicate it. And we're going to drag it over here. And we'll see how much room we have. We could put it like right here. I was really wanting to get another one over here though. So if I spin you this way, I wanted it about here. Alright, let's grab let's do this. Let's go up on our strength. Let's go back to replace. Let's see if we can't pull this out a little bit. and just curve it back in. And then to compensate for it a little bit, let's go to 83.25, and then let's pull this side back a little bit further, and I'll leave us room for, you know, 2 barges or a couple fishing boats to get through there. Yeah, I'm gonna, okay, and then we'll take our, let's go back to subtract, take our strength back down, and then we'll smooth this edge back out. That should give us enough room for that factory. So let's come back over here and let's grab, wrong one. Let's come up here. Oh, we're already on grass. So let's pull this back. And then let's see where we want. I could probably pull this back a little bit further. About there works. Now let's grab rough dirt. And let's get a road coming around back. Let's grab, well, let's do this. Let's do a side entrance. So you can go that way around front or this way around back. And then over on this side, if you're driving around back, if you want to go this way, let's throw a road over this way. And if you're driving around front, you can come back out as well. So let's just go like so. And now let's get our grass put back in. Where do we leave off? We left off down here. Alright, so back to grass. I know we got to do the, once we get all the grass in and the trees in, we got to fix the earthworm factory, because now we have 2 of them in the map that say worm 1, and the game will crash. So we have to do all of the XML work to make that one earthworm 2. Oh, we got to come back in and put our dusty rock back in. Let's get our dusty rock back in. So back to dusty rock. Alright, that'll work. Let's finish the grass. Stop, come on. We can finally put some bigger trees on this side. Alfred Prom, hello. Thanks for stopping in. Much appreciated. We're trying to get a little bit further along with this last unfinished map. It's not going to get done before 22 comes out, but I want to get it as far along as I can. But we are going to break away from it and see how easy or how hard it's going to be to convert stuff over from 19 to 22. And then we'll come back, eventually we'll come back and finish this map. We may even finish it before we convert stuff over to 22. Depends on how bad the map files piss me off when Giants releases the game next week. May say the heck with 22 for a month and then finish this map. Let stuff shake out with 22. Let everybody start converting vehicle mods and start converting factories. Easy auto load script's going to have to get converted. The dev tool's going to have to get converted. The limit break mod's going to have to get converted. So I just may sit on 22 for a month before I do anything and let stuff shake out. Haven't decided yet. I'll decide that when I look at the map files. Alright, so grass is in. Let's get the trees in, and then we'll mess around with getting this get this renamed and all the XML work done. Have a question for you. Is my friend trying to unload clean fill in the last Richie? Why could that be? It says clean fill is not he does not own the land. He has to own the land first. If it says clean fill is not accepted here, he doesn't own the land. It means the trigger's not working. Let me know what area it is or what it's called. I can go in and look at the files. He owns it. Let me know what area it is. Like if it's like Farm 1 or Area 30 or Area 29. Let me know what area it is so we can go in and look at the files real quick. Alright, let's get a couple of the trees in here first. So let's go back to trees. We're working on a mining mountain. Let's grab the volume tree first. And we'll get a couple volume trees in here because we have the room for a couple bigger trees. Actually, let's put two in. Or let's get one or two of these big volume trees in first. Right along here. I think we got room for like 3. And then over here, let's bring over 2 of the maples. Do I like that there? Or is it going to be too big? Let's put only one of the maples right there. Let's take it down a little bit smaller. Let's go like 0.8. 0.8. Yeah, that's much better. Let's throw one there. And I am going to push another one back. I'm missing a little bit of grass. Let me get a little bit of grass in right there. And let's grab one more of these. Bring it over here. Yeah, that'll work. So that gets us over to here. Now, do I have room along this mountain for my pine tree? We're going to find out. Let's grab, not the birch, not the maple, spruce. Are we going to be able to fit those in here? Yeah, we should be able to. Let's get some of these along the mountain, like exactly the way I like them. One on the end, and we'll just put a couple random ones here and there. On this side, I'll leave this side open. So that gets us up to here. Done. Let's do another quick save. Mine did that once, and I was, because it was full. Yeah, it's either land is not owned or it's full. Those are the only two times you'll get a like wheat's not accepted here or clean field's not accepted here message. I just got to let this save first. We have to paint a new farmland in for this earthworm factory. So while that's saving, let's come over to here and let's go Wonderworm 2. Wonderworm 2 works. And let's turn this on. So it's going to be farm ID 11. And I want bits 0, 1, and 3. Farmland 0, 1, and 3, which is number 11. And actually I want to zoom out a little bit further. So when you buy this worm factory, you'll get a little bit of land over here. Let's go both sides of the road. Alright, so that's going to be, so let's click on this. Let's come up to here. So you're going to be number 11. We have to change this to Wonderworm 2. Let me click off of it a second. And then this one has to go to number 2. And then the one down here has to go to number 2. And then let's go into our 110 and take Wonderworm 1, make it Wonderworm 2, so it produces earthworms, Wonderworm 2, nothing else gets changed. That's all I got to do in the 110. Then we go to placeables, global company. We go to Wonderworm 1. Let's copy it, rename it. And then all we have to do is take this, replace it, and bam, we've got 2 working earthworm factories. Now we can finish, we have to finish this mountain all the way around. Now I'm thinking, I have something in mind for there. Let's work on the mountainside up to Freddy's firewood real quick. I've got something in mind I want to put right there, I think. Ignore these little squares. I have to move those. Those are the delivery missions. So ignore those for now. They'll get done last. Let's go back to grass. Yeah, I don't want to go in game until we're completely done with this mountain, because I want to see what it looks like completely finished when we come in here and drive around. So let's get this side done first. Up to Freddy's firewood, we'll leave it over here. And I'm not even worried about that little bit of difference in grass color. Matter of fact, we're going to take that grass color all the way out to the road. Let's get the grass on this side done first. So let's go back to here. Actually, let's take that other grass color out. Let's get this side done first. Now, when it says no clean fill is accepted here, is he getting the walk up global company menu? So when he walks up to the sign, is the global company menu popping up? If the global company menu's not popping up, then he doesn't own the land. If the global company menu is popping up, then he does own the land. Now there's a couple names that are very similar, like Forest 1 and Area 1, that you've got to be careful with. Some people are getting those mixed up. So just make sure he owns the correct area as well. And he's getting the global company pop-up menu at the sign. So if he's not getting the global company menu at the sign, he definitely doesn't own the land. Let's throw just a couple of the big volume trees over here and fill that space up. Actually, no, I want to get a couple pine trees along the forest, along the mountain first. So let's go back to our trees. Let's grab the spruce. Yeah, I want to get these along the mountain first. And if we have room, we'll put a couple of the volume trees in. If not, we'll just leave it like this. Now I'm just going to throw a couple of random, let's throw a couple of random spruce trees in here and there. That works. Now over here, before we smooth out and do any work with the land, let me fly across the map. I just lost my mouse. There it is. Let's fly across the map. I think I left the little diner in over here. And if I did, I want to move it. It is. So let's grab the diner. Yep, that's the entire transform group. Let's move the diner over. Looks like a a good spot for a little roadside pit stop. Oh yeah, it's going to fit in here nicely. Let's bring it back down to where it needs to go, because I lowered the land of the entire map from where it was on the islands map. And oh yeah, nice little sweet spot for the diner, like right here. Oh, wrong one. Matter of fact, I could probably get a parking on that side as well. So it's, oh, I'm not going to be able to put a sell point in though. Yeah, I can. We're going to pull the land back a little bit. So let's get the parking lot pretty much out to the road. So I won't have to put as much actually in it. And then like if I pull it back closer to here, I won't need site parking. But we can go with, let's bring our strength back up. Let's go 100.4 and replace. Let's pull this back a little bit so we can get a sell point in here. So let's just curve this out a little bit further. Alright. Definitely have room for a sell point back here now. As a matter of fact, I can even pull it back away from the road just a hair. So let's go back to subtract, strength back down. And then we're going to have to smooth this down to Freddy's firewood where we left off. Give this a quick smooth. I think we can get a sell point in there. I'm going to spawn one into the map. I might have to pull that land out just a little bit further. If we go down to this bridge, we don't have much further to go. Alright, let's see. Before I texture this, let's go File, Import, HiddenLake, Placeables, Selling Stations, Selling Station New 2. Can I get a sell point in here? Yeah, we got plenty of room for a sell point. A little bit tighter than I would want, but we can pull that. Yeah, there's plenty of room for the sell point in here. All right. So let's go. Let's grab our grass color first. And then we'll come back and put the gravel, or whatever color parking lot we're going to put in, whether it's gravel or asphalt. Let's take this down. We're going to end up at this bridge anyway, so let's see if I can get a little bit of grass along that bridge. So let's take the grass out a little bit further. And then what do we want to do? Gravel, concrete. Let's go with the plate. So let's bring this, let's go to my, let me change this to square. And let's bring this guy back. And then we'll have room back here for a drive-through. And we'll put our sell point back. So I'm actually, let's bring that back in for a minute. Let's go File, Import. Let's work around that. so I know exactly where it's going to go. So let's turn it this way. Might as well get the diner sell point in while we have it here. So you're going to come back, and you're actually going to stay out this way a little bit further. And I may even put like a little guardrail along here. Actually, no, let's pull this out even a little bit further. I'll feel more comfortable if we have a little bit more land there. Let's go back to replace. I don't want it so tight. Let's go back to round. And let's pull this out even a little bit further. Yeah, that's going to give me more room. Wrong color. Let's go back to grass. We'll come back to plate. Back to grass first. And then we'll... Now I can feel a little bit more comfortable putting this cell point in. So let's take plate. Let's actually just take it to here. And then we'll pull it out along here. And then we're going to need, if you're driving around back in the building, we're going to need a road coming off in this direction. That'll work. And now I want to get, can I go back? Let me take my speed down. Alpha Palm, old man, I was talking to my friend. He says the area 22 and try to unload clean fill and it says not accepted. Ask him if he walks up to the sign if he's getting the global company menu. Let's give this a quick save. We can go look at the files for area 22. Yeah, but ask him if he, when he gets out of his vehicle and walks up to the sign, if he's getting the global company pop-up menu or not. If he's not getting the global company pop-up menu, then he doesn't own the land. Now, he needs to own area 22 on the map, not the area, not the land where the sign is. He actually needs to own area 22 on the map. He's bought it in front of you. He may have to exit out to his desktop and go back in. Let me check area 22 on that map real quick. So let me go into, what map is that? Valley. Placeables, global company. Area. Sometimes there has been a couple signs that are wrong. But let me check area 22. Grass seed, greenery, clean fill, and water. So yes. So it does take clean fill. The area, let's open that map up real quick. Take a look at it. So Ritchie Valley, let's open up the map real quick. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're going to go in and look now. I've known to have some one or two incorrect signs, and we've been fixing them with every update, but there could still be one that's wrong. Gives my hand a break from painting in textures for a minute. Alright, let's turn on the 16x script. Alright, let's go to Global Company, Area 22. Uh, 13, 14, 17, 21. Alright, Area 22 is where? Just take my speed up so I can fly. Alright, Area 22 is over here. So Area 22 is that field right here. So no, it's not 3 fields. So he doesn't own the correct land that he's trying to build. So the fence up here should say Area 22. The sign on this fence. Where is it? Where's the sign for this fence? It's probably down here. Oh, over here on this corner maybe. Let's take a quick look at the sign. See, oh, Area 21. Okay, so the sign is wrong. So that's something I'm going to have to fix on the next update. So Area 21. So that sign must be wrong. That's 21. Did I put the wrong sign on? No, that says 22. Yeah, that says 22. So that's correct. So this area up here is 22. If he's looking for 3 fields, what's he looking at? Let me think that has 3 fields together. I don't think there's any area on the map that you have to build that's 3 fields together. Let me fly across the map. I think every field is individually. The only place that may have 3 fields together is over here. Let me take a look at it. Is he looking at this area right here? Yeah, it can't go by the field number. He has to go by the sign on the fence. So for instance, if he wants this area right here, let me scroll up and get the entire transform group. So like for instance, this area here is 3 different fields. The sign's going to say area 1, but I think these are fields like 7, 8, 9, or 8, 9, and 10, something like that. So you just have to find the sign on the fence. So this says area 1. So once you find the sign here for area 1, or area 22, or area 13, whatever area you want, then you have to go up to the construction office and put the product in that sign. So tell him to go back to the fence of the area he's trying to buy or build and double check the number. So up here is where you're going to see the sign for area 1. I think it's solved now. Okay, you are more than welcome. Let's get out of here. And let's jump back into here. Okay, so let's finish up the diner. I want to get a little bit of, let's go back to grass. We got to get a little bit of grass back in here. where these bushes are. Oh, maybe not. I don't like that. Let's just leave it. So I'm not going to be able to paint a nice square area in there, so we'll just leave it. So we have that side of the road's done. We got to finish this side of the road. So back to Dusty Rock, and let's get our area here. Yeah, that's the probably one of the biggest mistakes most players are making is they don't own they don't have the correct sign, or they're not trying to buy the correct area. And that's the biggest complaint we're getting with stuff not being built. Is go back and double check what you own. Or go back and double check what you think you own. Alright, so let's finish this section up to the bridge, and then we don't have that much more to go around the mountain. And then we'll come back in and put the sell point in for the diner. So let's go back to grass. Big. And then the other thing is, a lot of people are messaging us saying, I put all the stuff in and the fence isn't going down. The area is not opening up. Well, it takes 3 to 5 game days for it to build. Be back in a minute after I check with them. Yeah, no hurry. It's all good. I don't mind. If I'm like in the editor, I can definitely come in and answer questions a lot easier. But if I'm in like playing on the Ritchieville map, then it's really hard for me to answer questions on the Valley map, because I'd have to exit the game, go all the way out, switch mods folders, and then go back into the game. So if I'm working in the editor, I don't mind answering questions at all. Let's get grass along here. So the mountainside's already done. Freddy's Firewood's already done. So I just need a couple. Oh, it's grass right here. Am I on? I'm not on subtract. Let me go back to subtract. So I can erase that grass on the driveway. And then I just need a few trees on this side. We can call this area, this side done. So let's grab, what do I want to put there? Let's grab a couple of the birch trees. So let's come back up here. grab one of the birch trees. Let's get a couple of birch trees along here. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Let's get one there, and I think we can get maybe 3 along here. And can I squeeze? No, let's leave that. Can we squeeze one back here? See if we can squeeze one over here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Alright, now let's see if I can't get, so I can't paint this. But let's see if we can't get a little bit of grass in here to hide this. Nope, it's still going to look like crap. So I can't paint because Giants Editor does everything in squares. So I can't paint my grass color in there. Because it wants to paint in this big long, this 1 inch by 1 inch square. Oh my goodness, now, do I want to put in a little bit of grass right here and stick a tree on this corner? No, we'll just put a couple extra parked cars there. Alright, so before I do a save, let's go into my items XML. Do we have the sell point in here for the diner? The only selling point we have in here is bales, which we don't have in place yet. And we have wood sell points in, wood chips sell points in. The wool sell point's not in yet. And Pete's port sales is not in yet. Do we want to get the diner in? Alright, so do I want to put the diner in? Let's look at HiddenLake, placeables, selling station. Let's open up the diner. Selling station new 2, placeable selling stations new 2. Placeables, selling stations, selling station new 2. So the path is correct. So all we have to do is come over here to items, and let's grab, actually let's change this to the diner since we don't have the other port sales in yet. So diner here, and then we just change the XML to diner, and then capital D it is. And then all we have to do is change the coordinates, the X, the Y, and the Z. So let's go with this guy here. This guy here. This guy here, and then our rotation is 0, 15.15, and 0. Let's save that. Okay, so that means when we come back in game, the diner should spawn in. The sell point for the diner should be working. So let's delete that out of the map. Okay, so we're done up to Freddy's Firewood with the mountain. So the only section we have left to do is from here around to the bridge. This should go relatively quickly. Now I'm going to have to pull, yeah, we're going to have to fix this road section. So we're going to have to pull the land back out a little bit. So let's go back to replace. And let's pull this land back out and fix the road. Right there, so it's not caved in. And then we just, oh, we got to smooth it the rest of the way around. Okay, let's smooth it the rest of the way around. That's relatively easy. Well, we may have to put a little bit more land back. Yeah, I'm going to have to fill this in a little bit further. I'm not going to have room to smooth this out. That's better. Yeah, the rest of this should go really quick now. And we'll have Mining Mountain done. A little bit of land back right there. I'll catch up on chat here in a second. Oh, nothing new. Okay, so now we just have to paint our grass texture in to the bridge. So let's go back to grass and let's grab this color. And we'll put our cliff face back in. And then I probably won't, we'll see what time it is when I get done with this. If I'm going to get out of here or if we're going to move on to I wanted to do Animal Island next, but we may go over and do BGA Island next because it's going to be an easier, quicker fix. And we can work on Animal Island tomorrow when I have a little bit more time. Animal Island is going to take a couple hours. BGA Island should go relatively quick. So we may go over and finish the BGA area. We'll see what this looks like when we get back in. If we've got anything we want to fix or change. Oh, I see one area over here I got to smooth out a little bit. Got a sharp point right there. And then let's grab our dusty rock. And let's get the cliff face in. Oh, goodness. This mouse is driving me nuts today. Okay, this still needs a little bit more of a smooth over here. Alright, that's better. Alright. Grass and trees. Let's get the mountainside done first, then we'll do the water side. So grass first. Yeah, I can't wait till we go in game and see what this looks like. Been working on this area now for 2 days. Or I should say this mining mountain for 2 days. We're still not done. We still have to paint all the mining materials on the ground. But that's going to be a 1 or 2 day project by itself. Grass on the road. That's a long minute. Maybe they're still having some confusion on, do I own the land? Do I not own the land? Is it the right land? Hope the confusion is straight. Alright, shadows. I hate painting in shadows. We're going to put the bushy bits back along. Oh, let's go back to subtract. We're going to put the bushy bits back along the mountain. Anyway, so let's get them in the proper place. So they're not so high. Hope everything's okay with this buddy. Alright, so mountainside is done. Let's fly back down here. We'll get the water side done. There is one more thing I want to add to this area before we call it done. Well, there's one more thing I want to try to do before we call this done. Not say if it's going to be successful or not, but I want to try. Let's finish this grass and trees first. Oh, come on, stupid mouse today. It's like 3 clicks before it finally takes. Santa Claus needs to bring me a new wireless mouse and keyboard and a new Xbox One control because all 3 of them are wore out. Still not back. I'm getting worried. I know it seems like we didn't do much today, but Mining Island is about the size of an in-game map. So we pretty much finished like a 1x map. And we're back in the shadows. Still not back. No news is good news. We'll assume it's all good. Grass along the pole. And we're back in the shadows. Yeah, I've got extra parts and pieces all over the map. Eventually they'll come out. almost done with grass. Thank God I'm not painting. I really don't want to paint any more grass today. Alright, let's get our bushy bits along the mountain. So back to forest grass. Alright, hang on. I gotta bring this mountain down a little bit further. Let's bring this down a little bit further. Let's take the grass out. And yeah, that's actually over here too. It's got to come down a little bit further. That's going to be much better. We finished this area. I'm going to get out of here for the night. My hands are killing me from painting all the textures and foliage in. And if I don't give them a rest now, I'm not going to be able to do anything tomorrow. They're going to hurt too bad. So we finish this up. We'll go in game. We'll look at it. And then I'm going to get out of here for the night. We'll work on... we'll do Animal Island first tomorrow. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is get a couple trees, as many trees as I can along the mountain. So give me this tree, give me this tree, give me this tree. I got to zoom in. Give me this tree. Now I got to zoom back out. Alright, we're getting a little skinny there, so let's put... It's probably the only tree I'm going to be able to get is right there. Oh, come on. Give me the tree back. There we go. And can I get... Yeah, I can get a few more over here. Let's duplicate that one. Let's bring it down here. And I'll see how many trees I can get along the mountain here. So let's start about here. And we'll just throw like an odd one or two in right there. Work our way down. And then hope we don't hit the guardrail or the monorail and the tree ends up like up in the air. And I think we can squeeze one or two more in down here. Let's just go with one there for now. We'll throw another one in over here. Alright. Now what can I get in on the left side? Not too much. Actually nothing. We'll leave it open. No, we're going to get one or two more volume trees. Let's grab this guy. And we'll pull one down about here. And we'll pull one down about there. Let's do a save. We'll see what this looks like in game, and then I'm going to get out of here. Sorry about that. Yeah, real life called. It's all good. Yeah, we're going to see what this looks like, make any slight changes to it, make sure it's not throwing errors. And then I'm getting out of here for the day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I still have a 3-hour YouTube upload to get done today. It'd be nice if we can get Animal Island completely done tomorrow. Now, if we can get Animal Island and BGA Island done tomorrow, that would be awesome. Alright, let's make sure we're on the right mods folder. We are. Let's jump back in here. So do I need to talk to Dixie to see how I can help? Dixie's got some real life stuff going on. She's not been around at all today. I've not heard from Dixie at all since last night. So you may not hear from her. Sassy One says yes, it would. You may not hear from Dixie until tomorrow. Oh man, I hope I get some sleep tonight. I've been up since 1:30 this morning. I got 2 episodes for YouTube recorded, edited, rendered. I had one of them uploaded. The second one I couldn't get uploaded. She'll be gone tomorrow as well. Okay. Yeah, she's got some real life stuff going on this week. Alright, so the first thing I want to do before we drive over there, I want to check the log for errors and see if we have any errors with the couple of factories that I renamed and we put back in. Okay, perfect. So there's no errors at all. So let's grab a little bit of speed. Let's grab a little bit of cache because we're going to have to see if we can't test the factories, but we can see if the global company menus work. So let's grab a little bit of cache, and we'll check the earthworm factories when we get over there to see if we get the global company menus. Color of the day today was the dark blue, so we'll continue with our dark blue. Let's take a ride over to Mining Island. Well, around the bottom of Mining Island, because that's what we've been working on for half the day. Oh, we didn't put the hotspot in for the second worm factory. So we'll have to go put the second hotspot in. Alright, let's stop here a second. So I think we put the hotspot, we did. So the second one's missing its hotspot. So we have no global company menu. Let's come over here. So that particular earthworm factory is going to be 337,000. And now I should get the global company menu, and we do. So this one's working. The other one, I'm almost positive I didn't put the hotspot in. Now we still have the parked cars to put in. So we have parked cars to put in here yet, and we're going to squeeze a sell point in here as well. So we'll make this a sell point. Not sure for what yet, but we'll definitely make it a sell point. I really like how this looks. It's nice and open. It'd be so nice when we get the other side of the river done. I may come back and put a few more trees right along there. That looks a little empty. I can definitely squeeze a couple of the smaller spruce trees in. And then we may put one more traffic spline in around this mountain. Okay, I'm curious about the Giants editor. Any suggestions on what I need to be aware of? I learned by trial and error. So it's going to be all just trial and error. Watch a lot of videos on YouTube and Twitch on modders streaming working in the editor. Don't be afraid to make a mistake and hit the back button or the undo button. I've already spent 8 hours doing something in the editor, went in game, hated it, and ripped out like 8 hours worth of work. Yeah, I forgot the hotspot over here. So we should not have a global company menu right here. We don't. So what is this one going to cost us? This one's only 135,000. I got to go in and change that price. Let me get out of here for 1 second. Now we're not going to see it until we reload the game, but let me come in here. Earthworm 2 is way too low. So I'm going to take that price up. So they're going to be closer in price next time we come into the game. Yeah, let's buy that area. So I want them to be about the same price. Now I should have, okay, perfect. So now we have the global company menu. So we have 2 working earthworm factories. Actually watching your YouTube stuff, I'm going to need some help with triggers and how to set up the factories. The global company is definitely a learning curve. Alright, do we have a hotspot for the diner? We do. Is the sell point back here? It's not. Why no sell point? I've done something wrong. Why am I getting the hotspot but no... Oh, because I have the wrong orientation. Okay, so we got to go in and fix the sell point for the diner. I forgot to set the I set the X, Y, and Z. I forgot to set the rotation. So we got to go back in and look at that. Freddy's firewood is in and working. Yeah, this is actually looking pretty good. I may put some small trees to the left between the road and the water, but other than that, I don't see a lot of major changes. Yeah, we're definitely going to put a few more trees in. I could do that off camera tomorrow. Definitely put a little bit more trees in. That's about the only thing I'm going to change. Now I'm going to drive back around to the other side of the map for a minute, because I want to make sure we have the opening to the mine correct for the ferry. Where's the bus? You have to get it from Giants Developer Network website. It's the only place you can get the editor from. So Google Giants Developers Network, and you'll be able to download the editor. The terrain editing tools, the hardest one, there's a little bit of missing grass right back there as well. The terrain editing tool is the hardest one to get used to. But once you get the terrain editor down, everything else is pretty easy. Now, I started making maps in 17, never released them because I didn't know what I was doing and couldn't get all the errors out. So don't be afraid to spend 8 hours making something and then have it not work until you figure out what you're doing wrong. I literally built Ritchieville for 17 and never released it. So probably 100 and some hours or 200 hours and never released it. Alright, yeah, I want to jump on the water over here. Let's grab, we still have to underpaint the textures in the water. Let's grab Store Delivery Mod. I want to get the ferry. And then it should pop its wheels out of the ground. Perfect. I want to turn this around real quick. The only thing I didn't check after I fixed it yesterday was the entrance going into the mine. No, yeah, we're good. We are definitely good. So we're going to have a massive area inside of the mountain. I have to move one of the mines because the monorail tracks ended up going right through the mine, but we're going to have, inside the mountain, we're going to have the copper mine, the nickel mine, the clay pit, the coal mine, and the ore mine. So I'll have 5 different mines in here. And we'll have a whole bunch of stuff on the ground. But when I put the monorail tracks through, this mine back here, whatever one it is, ended up with the monorail tracks like running right through it. So I have to come in here and move this mine. We got to move the mine, we got to move the hot spot. Actually, that doesn't look bad. Can I get in here with a truck to put water in? We can. It's going to be a little tight getting back out. Can we get a truck here putting gas in? We can. And I can drive through here to pick the product up. I may leave it. It'll be a challenge. You got to have one challenge. Getting your water in here without hitting that pole. We're going to leave the mine. I'm not going to move it. And what's really cool is when you're down here mining, you're going to see the monorail come right through the tunnel. So that's going to be really cool. Alright, so there's two things we have to fix real quick. Let's get the hotspot in, and let's get the cell point fixed for the diner. So let's come down this way. Let's head over here to the cell point first. So let's go File, Import, Selling Station New 2. And let's see what I did wrong with the X, Y, and Z. Yeah, it's definitely changed. So I must have grabbed the wrong coordinates. Let's go minus 180, minus 180. Let's get these fixed first. So let's go back to items. Which one's the diner? This one's the diner. Let's get this fixed. Uh, 100. Let's grab this one, put it here, and then our rotation is going to, yeah, our rotation was wrong. Our rotation is going to be minus 180, 90, and minus 180. We'll go back in game and see if that fixes the diner. So let's delete that back out. And then we forgot the hotspot for the worm factory. So let's come up to, scroll down from the top. So places I can close, global company I can close, no, trees, tour icons. Let's drop it here. Let's pull it up out of the ground. And then let's grab, yeah, there we go. Right in the perfect spot. Let's come back down. We will call this Wonder Worm 2. We've got to go to the map SA file. We'll copy Wonder Worm 1 and we'll make it Wonder Worm 2. Make it Wonder Worm 2. And then let's grab its X and Z. X and Z. Alright, so the hotspot should now be working for Wonder Worm 2. There's one thing I wanted to play around with. I don't know if we're going to make it work. Or the extra trees I'll mess around with at 3:30 this morning when I can't sleep. But there's one thing I wanted to mess around with. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to give it a really, really quick try. I need the waterfall, if I can find it. Give me the waterfall, right there. So I want to take this entire waterfall. You cannot duplicate these. They don't work if you duplicate them. What you have to do is you have to export them from the map. So we're going to go File, Export. We're going to go to New Buildings. We're going to call it Waterfall. And I'm going to export it from the map. I want to come over here and I want to try something. I don't know if it's going to work, but I do want to try something. And if it works, we're going to change this area of the mountain up really, really quickly. I want to go File, Import. I want to bring the waterfall back in. I'm going to create another transform group real quick. We're going to call it Waterfall Mining. Take this, we're going to go edit, cut, and paste. Alright. Now I'm going to take just one piece at a time. Actually, I'm going to bring the whole thing over here first. Yeah, I'm going to bring the whole thing over here first. I'm only going to use parts of it. We're not going to use the whole thing. I want to be able to see what I'm grabbing. I want to try something. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. I like experimenting. Alright, so we're going to take the first part. I want to bring it over. But we're going to make it a lot smaller. Let's bring it out here. Let's make it, oh, yeah, a lot smaller, both ways. And I want to see if we can get just a little bit of water. Not a lot, just trickling through the rocks, coming down. So we'll throw that one there. This part I can't use, so delete that one. Let's grab this one. Let's bring it over. And let's make it smaller. Now where's the first one? The first one's there. Let's take the second one. And we'll bring it back. And we'll put it about here. Alright, that'll work. So there's that one. Okay, so this one we don't need. Delete that one out. This one. Let's make it smaller. And where's the first two? Alright, so we got to come down a little bit with this one. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this one. Let's again, something like that. So what do the first three look like? Okay, that works. This one I don't need. Let's delete that one out. Number 4. Let's bring number 4 over. I want to see if we can get just like a little bit of trickle of water coming down here. Make that a little bit smaller. Throw you there a second. So where are the first 3? Okay, so we got to come down. Where's this one? It's got to come down to this level. Yeah, somewhere in here. What do those first couple look like? Alright, that's a little bit more what I'm looking for. This one, we're going to delete, we don't need. Number 5, we're going to bring in. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And I think it's going to have to go somewhere in here. Let's look at the first 4. Yeah, let's leave it there for now. So that's that one. This one, that one I'm not going to need. We can delete that one. Emitter number 6. If it does, we're going to have to add a couple more rocks under the tunnel entrance. If this looks decent when we go back in game. So this one right now, we're just going to keep down here and we're going to move it if we need it. So I'm just going to, actually let's just throw it here for now, out of the way. And then let's grab number 7, and let's bring that one over here, and we'll throw it out of the way for now. I just want to see what these couple look like when we go back in game. So let's save that. I'm enjoying Val. The only thing I get snagged on is how to get to the lower level. Yeah, there's not a lot of roads that go from the upper level to the lower level. What I would like to see is, because we have the lake up top, so what I would see is like a little trickle of water coming just down. And then if we can get it to work, I can build another bridge at the bottom. We could put like a little puddle in and some water running under the road. So I may mess around with waterfalls tomorrow before we move on to the animal area. Let's see what this looks like in game real quick. If I hate it, we're just going to rip it out and leave it the way it is. And then I'm definitely getting out of here for the night. We can definitely, if we like the start of the waterfall, we can finish them up tomorrow. All right, let's grab ourselves that truck again. And let's go for a ride. We'll see if the diner's fixed. Hotspot I'm not worried about, it should be there. But I really want to look to see if this waterfall is going to be like overpowering. I may have to make those particle effects a lot smaller. So I don't want it to be like a gushing waterfall. I want it to be more of like a trickle. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put more trees in tomorrow. It's just a little bit too naked. Oh, missing grass right there too. I got to go back, put that missing grass back in. Ignore the water down there in the pit. What I want to see is up here where we're going to have to go to the other side of the river to see what that looks like. All right, let's go check the diner, and we'll go come back around to the other side of the river and see what it looks like. Or I can go into flight mode. That may be just a little bit too much. Sell point for the diner. Okay, so the sell point for the diner is not where it's supposed to be. Do I have a hot spot over here? Yes, we have a hot spot over here. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go into flight mode for a minute. Oh, yep. And let's see what that's going to look like. From a little bit of a distance. Because if we go up top, and we'll come back out here in a second. So if we go up top, we have the lake up top, and then we have the little canal running out. So I wanted some water trickling down If I push those back further into the rocks, it's going to do exactly what I want it to do. Yeah, we're going to finish this up tomorrow. It's going to do exactly what I want it to do. So we'll finish the waterfall on this side. We'll finish the waterfall on the other side. And we'll put the waterfall in where the ferry entrance is. I keep forgetting that clover spits out more grass than cutting regular grass. I love planting clover. You definitely get more harvest from the clover than you do from grass. We're going to switch the trains back on for a minute. It is on. Let's jump in here. Is this the one I want? Where are we? This is... I know what doesn't matter. It has to go back to Center Mountain anyway. I want to see what this thing looks like driving through that waterfall. I know, I keep saying I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here, but I really do need to get out of here. We're going to drive this through the waterfall first. We're going to have some just massive fields out here. Yeah, I can sit here for an hour and just drive around the map. I love driving around the map as I'm building it. I come up with a lot better ideas than just working in the editor. I can see things when I'm in the game better than I can see things when I'm in the editor. Of what I want to put where. So that's just a placeholder now. That's going to be worker storage. We still have to get all the triggers in. We definitely have to come out tomorrow. We have to move the BGA because the monorail uprights came right through one of the BGA bunkers. So we're going to have to move the BGA a little bit. So if we look down, if I can zoom my camera out, if we look down, the uprights came right through the bunker. So I'm going to have to, when we come to fix this island, we're going to have to move the BGA a little bit. Ignore all the stuff that's floating, that's yet to be fixed. But I want to see what this is going to look like. Yeah, I'm definitely going to work on this waterfall tomorrow. If I push it back into the mountain a little bit more, I can get it to look like more of a trickle. And it's going to be really cool driving the monorail through here and then through the mine. And then back out the other side. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. Watching the monorail run through here. Perfect timing. We got to see both of them. So yeah, that's going to be really, really cool. Alfred Prom, hey old man, last but not least question. Yeah, let me get out of here. He wants to use the sawmill, and he has had to buy the big area, the river. 78 million. There's no sawmill built into that map. You have to put a placeable one down. You have to put your own placeable mammoth mill down. What he's seeing is the sell point that's in the river. I'm going to close the editor. We'll mess around with this tomorrow. You don't have to own the water in order to use the sell point for the logs. So let me go into, actually here, I can go into that map real quick. Let me switch mods folders, 69th Valley, zip. Let me go into that map. Let me go into my test map. So yeah, he has to put his own mammoth mill down. Let's give this a second to load. You have to download it from the Trello board. All of the placeables are a separate download. I can show you the Trello board here as well. They're not built into the map. Save game 15 is my test map. Let's jump in here real quick. Yeah, none of the placeables are built into the map files. I can, if you go to, let me pull this up. Let me go exclamation point. Have him watch that video. It's going to show you exactly what you need to run the maps. If you don't have all the proper, that's about a 15-minute YouTube video on how to use the Trello board, what files stay zipped, what files get unzipped, and everything you need to run the map. Without the proper files, you're not going to have everything you need to run the map. This is taking a little bit longer to load. There we go. Yeah, so if we come, let's pull up the map. So if he comes down here and he's looking at the sawmill, this is just a sell point. Let me get a little bit of flight. So this is a sell point. Your wood chip sell point's right there, and your log sell point is right here. So you have to drop the logs there and then hit the little trigger. So this is only a sell point. There's no sawmill built into the map. So you don't even need to own this piece of property to sell your logs or your wood chips. So let me jump out of here real quick, and I'll pull up the, give me a second, I'll pull up the Trello board. Let me get out of here. Let me, if I get disconnected, I apologize. I'm going to try my best to pull up the Trello board without getting disconnected. Bookmarks. Where's my Trello board? Trello board. Give me a second, I'll throw you on window. Oh, you're on window. Let's pull this over here. Alright, let's pull this over here. Now, I can't see my stream, but I'm going to try and explain to you in Trello what you need. If you're using the Ritchieville map, the Ritchie's Hollow map, the Ritchie's Island map, or the Valley map, you need everything from this column. You have to have the required mod pack. You have to have the construction mod pack. You have to have the assorted placeable pack. You have to have the vehicle pack. You have to have the animal pen pack. You have to have the auto load trailer pack. You have to have the silo pack. You have to have the saltwater fill station. And then that's just optional. So you have to have everything from this column to make these 4 maps work. This column is all the optional factories. So if you want to build everything on the map, you're also going to want to get everything from this column. This is every single placeable factory in this column. Just remember to scroll down. Each column works independently of each other, so you have to remember to scroll down. So he's going to need everything from this column. So the textile mill, the battery factory, what else is mandatory? The dairy factory you're going to need, Heinz you're going to need, the concrete factory you're going to need, stone processing you're going to need, the mammoth mill you're going to need, drywall factory, mini bod pack you're going to need, miner's mill you're going to need, refinery you're going to need, orchards you're going to need. So I would just download everything from this column as well. Oh, exclamation point maps. That's the link to the Trello board. Exclamation point Facebook will get you to our Facebook group. Exclamation point donate will get you to PayPal me if anybody wants to make any donations. Exclamation point YouTube will get you to my YouTube channel. I don't have the command in here for Discord. Anybody else have any other questions before I get out of here? I'm actually going to throw you all on ending soon. So tomorrow, okay, I'm going to explain, my friend. Thanks again. You are more than welcome. So tomorrow, the plans are, as long as I have no errands to run, We're going to finish Mining Island. We got 3 waterfalls to play with. Where's the valley based on? The valley map is based on the Wilkes-Barre area of Pennsylvania. It's in the was born and raised in the Wyoming Valley. So hence Ritchie Valley. So you have the Nanticoke Fire Station. So I was born and raised in Nanticoke, went to the Nanticoke schools. So you have the Nanticoke School District, the Nanticoke Fire Department, the Nanticoke Police Station, the Luzerne County Courthouse, and then the schools is the Nanticoke School District. So go Trojans. So that's based on the Wyoming Valley in the Wilkes-Barre area of Pennsylvania. Sassy One says, have a great night all. Yeah, if I can stream tomorrow, we're going to finish the 3 waterfalls on Mining Island. Then we'll move on to, we'll get Animal Island done because that's going to be about a 6 or 8 hour project. Everybody have an awesome night. I'll catch you tomorrow.